Well, three things. I'll share my first one. So my three things, the theme of what my three things are is a bit of an apology tour, at least an early apology tour. Um, so the first thing I'll start off with is that the Pistons have completely surpassed my expectations of what they could do. I think when we talked about it, we talked about this team during the season preview. We both agreed that they were much better than their record, or at least better than their record from last year indicated.
Mhm.
The 0-6 26 team. But after starting 0-4, the Pistons are 7-4 since that. They're 7-8. They're fifth in the East, and the East is bad, but so be it. They beat the Lakers. They beat the Heat in a crazy game that went to overtime. If I don't know if you saw this game, but they had a pass to Jalen Duren from outside, and then Eric Spoelstra called the timeout when they didn't have one. The memes were crazy.
Tyler Hero at 40.
Tyler Hero did have 40. Tyler Hero's been going off. But yeah, I mean, the Cade is playing so well, 23, 7-9. Could he be an all-star kind of questions? Jaden Ivey's taken a step, like scoring unbelievably. The TH boys, Tim Hardaway and Tobias Harris, both playing pretty well. Tim Hardaway shooting 46% from three. Tobias Harris is 13, 8, and 3. Jalen Duren's, I think his scoring could get a little bit better, but he's playing well. Isaiah Stewart's playing well. So just like a well-rounded team, and Cade Cunningham has really taken a very impressive step.
Yeah, I fully agree. This is one of my favorite storylines because it's been such a miserable storyline for a few years.
Yeah.
I can't wait to also see Asar Thompson really come back and
Mm.
continue his rookie season. And this is with, respect to Ron Holland, he's looked pretty poor in my opinion. And I'm a fan of all the Ignite guys just for personal agenda reasons, and it
Yeah.
is what it is. Yeah, I think they look pretty amazing, man. I think this is super sustainable. I don't think anyone is playing out of their mind. I think this is. I had Charlotte making the play-in game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And I don't think Charlotte will make the play-in game, and I'm kind of thinking leaning the Pistons will. And that's how good they've been. They look like an actual NBA team. Not only that, they look like a good one at that. Especially in this Eastern Conference. I don't think they're better than most of the other teams in the Eastern Conference, but I think they're on their way to making a play-in game. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about them. This is also with the back end of their bench playing pretty poorly, in my opinion. So,
Yeah. They have a lot of upside over the season.
yeah,
Uh,
I would love
and
to see them buy. This is a team I would love to see buy. That Cade could be in a better situation. You could trade your first round pick this year to a team who is just praying that you do worse than expected, and then you make the playoffs and whatever. Your first round pick is a 15th pick.
yeah.
I'd rather just use that. Siakam got traded for like two of those and an extra first, like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying add Siakam to this team necessarily with
Sure.
the combo of talent that they have, right? But like I would like to see a move like that. Could you take Tobias Harris's contract and
Right.
could you go get Cam Johnson? But Cam Johnson's a bad example because he's kind of adjacent, but
Yeah. Like a young player, too, who can kind of help grow with this team.
that's
Uh,
kind of what I was thinking. Cam Johnson, long-term contract, 27, I think.
she's
Good
26.
shooter. But
Like a good,
Tobias is a bad example. You would probably want to trade like Tim Hardaway and someone maybe.
they've had the Pistons have had a series of veterans with like Bogdanovich, Derrick Rose, and the Corey Joseph and those guys.
They
So
like having those guys,
yeah,
100%.
can help with the development too.
I think it's a big deal, especially, I mean, Tobias Harris knows how to play basketball, and this is with him shooting, what, 30% from the three-point line or something crazy like that. Like, it's not like Tobias Harris is playing out of his mind. Like,
Mhm.
I think this is super sustainable. I actually think this team could be better than what they are now. I don't think they will be because I don't think they're that good, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if this team bought, like, I would not be opposed to swapping out Tobias Harris for an upgrade. Like, I really don't think Tobias Harris is that good.
Yeah, I totally think you're fair.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to put up better stats in this team. Like,
Let's have some fun. Could you call up the Jazz and just be like, here's one first. We'll give you a contract that matches Sexton and Collins. And Sexton and Collins, I think, are both expiring at the end of this year, anyways. And it's like, we're basically just if heavily like a lottery protected first this year. If we're in the lottery, you don't get the first.
Mm,
If we're out of the lottery, you get a 16th pick for Sexton and John Collins. And then like if we like one of them, we'll extend them. If we don't like either of them, we go from there.
yeah. Oh, kind of like that. Make a season push towards the in-season tournament.
Yeah, and then you go like the thing is not just a one season thing. Like
Yeah.
that will help develop your guys. And then also if you like one of those guys, you can then extend them. It's kind of my thought. I don't know. That'd be something I'd really love to see because I really feel like Tobias Harris, like they added Tobias Harris and they're playing a lot better. Like imagine if they added someone even better than him. I thought Tobias Harris was going to be a pretty good player going into the season. I think he's been pretty average, bang average, like if not worse, and they've been very good. So
Yeah, man. Look
I
out for
mean,
those Pistons, huh? That's crazy.
Tobias Harris is shooting like a Sar Thompson, bro.
That's
And the
nuts.
Sar Thompson is literally like a godly defender. So
Yeah. I mean, it's this cool combo of young talent, a couple of vets to help out. It's a I think the story just feels good because they're so chronically bad with a low ceiling that it's nice to see them fall out like this.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is a great one for your first 30 things.
Yeah. So Detroit Pistons, I apologize so far.
Okay. Apology number one, accepted. Oh, actually, I'm not the one to accept it, but Cade
Well,
Cunningham somewhere nodding his head.
yeah.